woke up this morning, the sky was gray. Another.
So as I put down in the chat here, welcome everyone to today's class. We're going to learn to use Quick Start, Quick Chat, Quick Edit. My name is Manon Doucet. I'm a published author, have my publishing house, and I'm very glad that you are here with me today. So we're going to learn how to use those two little question, well, it can be 2 or 4. I will show you what I mean by that. These little toys that I love so much, toys, tool, you can call it the way you want, is helping you to go through what I call the writer blocks. And it's doing so much more. So let's see if you can see everything on my screen. So this is ChatGPT. All right, so he helped me to everything. I have all my chat and all my information that I need. So I use ChatGPT all the time, even when I'm driving, actually. I love ChatGPT because he talk back to me like a friend. So keep you awake on the road. So this is your main screen. I will not go in all those buttons, but we'll go through and start a story or mini story, different things that you can do with the tools I'm going to show you today. So I'm going to start right away with a brand new project. So new, it's right here. And I'm going to go this way because as a new person into Sudowrite, most teacher doesn't want you to bring a project that you have. So if you have a book that you have been written for a long time, don't bring it in right away and start working on it until you know how to navigate Sudowrite. And next week, we have Nicole who's teaching a series of class for new people. So I strongly suggest that you register with those class, as she's going to show you from all those on top here, everything you have to know to navigate Sudowrite. All right, so let's start here. So we're going to start with a brand new project. And my class is going to be interactive. I'm going to ask you a question, and I will very appreciate that you put the answer in the chat, raise your hands, or just...
What were you saying, Lisa?
Excuse me?
Stephanie, you're muted.
All right, I'm going to mute upon entree so we don't have that. All right, perfect, thank you. So I'm going to mute everyone. Don't forget to unmute if you want to speak. All right, from my little paper that I gave you earlier, so I'm going to close a few things and I don't have access with this little square on top. So you know where to get your class. Like I said, next week you have those class with Nicole. Where is it? 18 Saturday writing in French, Dahlia, and there. At 6 p.m., there's 7 days of series for beginner with Nicole at 6 p.m. my time, Easter Standard Time. And that starts on Monday next week. So I strongly suggest you go through and register those class for the new people. All right. So in my paper that I sent you, the document, everyone has access to it. Do I have to put it back in the chat, or I'm going to put it again to make sure everyone has it. These are little prompts for you to start you on your way. Welcome to use them at any time. As a matter of fact, we're going to use the first one here. So can you write a short story about a magical forest? You can ask anything to ChatGPT or the chat inside Sudowrite. So we have a brand new blank document here. There's nothing on it. So we're going to start a brand new story that for a new person can work with and just visitate everything they have to look at in Sudowrite. So here's that question. Just put it through, just copy and paste, or you write it down. Up to you. You don't have to have those little guillemets, nothing. Highlight it, and when you do, you get that quick edit. And today's class is about this one here, the quick edit. So the little flower or the Command K, and I think it's a Control K or Control something for the window computers. But when you click on it, they will show you for your computer which the keys you have to press. So that's something they thought about, and I'm very happy with that. So quick edit. So let's click on that. Now, when you get into quick edit, you have those two little box here. The quick edit is going to be the one who's going to write for you. From what he sees here, is going to start to write a story or an article or whatever you ask from this. The quick chat, on the other hand, is the one where you ask question about it. Any question this far? All right. This one here, the high quality one, is for the more complex task, or if you want more deeper answer to your question. This one, when you click on it, is using credit. So today I will try all 4 versions to show the difference between the answers. See if it's really worth it to use the credit on some of those questions. I rarely use the credit when I use the quick chat here. So let's see here. We can ask if you can do this. So we're going to ask that. Then we're going to ask the question and see the difference in the answer. So you just put the question down and click quick edit. It's going to cross it off. It's going to think, and then it's going to start writing. So can you craft a tale? So basically what he did is he basically just rewrote my question in a different way. So quick edit has his way sometimes to answer back, or is just rewriting your question. So can you craft a tale of an ancient forest where the trees whisper secret in forgotten tongue? Kind of like the question that I use a very simple question and he transformed it in a much deeper and more detailed question. So I really like what he did here. So I will accept that. And I can even put this and says I like it. And I'm going to accept it. If I want to see my question from before, because once you accept it, you can see the question is gone. I just do Ctrl-Z and my question come back. So I can see the answer and I can see the question which was crossed off. So let's do that again. We highlight it, we get our little quick edit to show up. Now we're going to do the quick chat version with it. And go to see the difference between the two. Now, quick chat gave us a story about the enchanted forest that we asked for. It's answering you the same way that quick chat would. So in the heart of the land, beyond the reach of ordinary travel, lay the whispering wood, known to a few. So a start of a story. It's not a full story, it's a start of a story. So it's a good idea to start a story about this. Now, with this one, you cannot accept it, you cannot pass it, you have to highlight it, copy it, and then bring it in your project if you like it. So we highlight everything like this, Ctrl copy. I can close it. Oh, it did everything. And pass the information here. So this one here is our first one with quick chat, quick edit, and this one is our quick chat. So this question here, I'm very curious what quick chat will do with this. So with the result of the first question, I'm going to go and ask quick chat to give me this here. So I'm going to highlight it, set it a copy. Yes. Is that better? Is it better for the window this way?
I think so, personally.
All right. So with that first question that he gave us, he used our short question and make it bigger. I want to see what it's going to give us. I want to bring to your attention too that when he's giving the answer, he's taking everything above. He's reading everything and from there is going to write. So he's taking this above and is going to write from this. So of course, here's a tale for you. In the heart of the ancient land, hidden from the praying eyes of mortals, lay a sylvan glade. The sylvan glade, the forest was place of a deep magic where time flowed like winding river. Nature itself was alive with primordial energy. The trees of the sylvan glade, I never heard of this one before. That's a new one for me. Stood tall and proud, their bark encrusted with runes of their and their leaves shimmering with ethereal light that danced like firefly in the twilight. So we have a pretty good start of a story. Again, let's compare it together with the other one. So I'm going to highlight it, copy it. It's nice. Look at that. Close this. So in the heart of the land beyond a story traveler, the whispering wood, known as a few believe is a few is the ancient forest. And the second story, in the heart of ancient land, hidden from the prying eyes. I really like the start of this one. It has more information. It's a trees names, the runes. Give me a more Eric step. So we have someone here, Eric, I don't know, with a deep breath, Eric step through. So we have people in that story compared to the basic one, which just talk about, well, we have someone here too, Elara. So with just one simple question, we give it a small theme that we want something about magical forest. So you can change the theme to anything you want. And from here, you can ask more questions. So if we go back to my thing here, what we can ask, so we have the creative writing, we can ask all kind of things like that, but now we have a small story. So who is the story about? So you can ask these questions now because you don't know, you just start a story with Sudowrite, so you want to go deeper. So you keep asking questions, who is the story about? So I like that. Bring it into Sudowrite. And we can go here. So what I'm going to do, I just don't want to have everything mixed up. I'm going to put the question right here. I'm going to take the one we had earlier. This one, I'm going to make a new project so we don't mix them up. Ctrl+X. Once you want to do a new one, you click add right here under the title and you see give me a title already. It's automatically, and you can change it at any time. So you can do a folder or you can do a blank document. So if we want to copy a story, you go in a blank document. It's blank. And then you pass it through. So now we have our two stories. They are separated. Then we can ask whose story is about. That one here. So let's get the quick edit. And let's do the quick chat here. And let's ask the story is about, who the story is about. And go. It's going to give us information on the character in that story. So the story centers around young Elara, who ventures into the enchanted whisper woods to save her family. Along the way, she discovered that the true treasure of the forest lie in self-discovery and the test of true art. So that gave us information on where to go with that story. And you can keep going with all your questions on that story or any story. You can bring your own story and chat with ChatGPT. Now, let's try that version which we have to pay for. So I'm going to take a bit of water and check the chat at the same time. So Zedekus, you tried it and that's what it gave you?
Yeah, I asked what a Sylvan Glade is, just to be, and it seems it's not fantasy themed necessarily. I mean, I guess you could say any. I mean, I don't know. That's what it gave me.
That's cool. It's very surprising sometimes what we can find with ChatGPT. All right, so let's see if we can get that same one here. We're going to do a new one and we're going to ask with the pay version. And now that we know how to get it in, I don't have to put the question there. I just do the little flowery thing, put a comment and the K, and it shows up, and I just put my question right in. And I'm going to try with this, the one who's using the credit, and I'm going to go with the quick chat. I wanted to write the story right now. Or maybe I should try the quick edit, so it's giving me a new way to write it, and we're going to use a new, more deep question to write the story. So let's try this. Now we're using credit, and I will show you how much credit that used to. Oh my God. He has gone to town with that one. Now you can see the difference between the paid version and the free version. He wrote a story instead of rewrite the question. We never know what we get with the chat when we do that. Okay, the arbiter woods, the forest was not as he remembered, but then again, he gave me a whole story. Interesting. How much credit that gave us here? Let me move my screen a bit. He used 2,381 credit. The other one used 0, as you can see. And he wrote 826 words. It's not about if the story is good. So the first was not remembered. You're welcome to read with me there. So see if it's great. It's a good idea to use the pay version, or the free version was better. Let's walk in the green, the windy path. As a boy, I had trees, every brook, every moss-covered stone. So he changed the name of that. He found himself disoriented. Robert paused, catch his breath. Your Cain had belonged to his father. Cain had seen him through. So I'm going to ask the second question. I'm going to copy this and put it in the document so you can read it. Select all, so that I copy. I'm going to add, paste, insert. Okay. All right, so this one is the paid version, so chat. That was edit, right? Pay or credit. So you can read that. During that time, I'm going to ask question, who's the story about? Let's ask that second question here. Oh, that's a nice forest, Edicus.
I asked it to draw what it described, so
Yeah.
that's what it came up with.
Did you use it into Sudowrite or use it into a different one?
I'm using the ChatGPT little box that on my Mac, that the app, I guess, that I for the Mac.
Okay. So I'm going to ask, who is the story about? And I'm using the pay version, and I'm using the quick chat. It's taking both documents. So one thing to be careful when we ask questions, sometimes you have to start a brand new document. Or one thing I like to figure out here, as I'm having you with me, I'm going to see if I put them into a folder, if it's going to go and get the information from that folder too. So when you have a new folder, you take your document, you click on it, and you drag it inside the folder. So let's go back here. What did he do here? What happened? Did I forget to save something? It's gone. Seriously? There's no history, there's no oh, there it is. We have a little bit of glitch going on. That's bizarre. I have to arrow down to get the whole story to show up. Okay, we have a little glitch here. I'm going to take a screenshot. Sorry about that. Take a screenshot and tell them we have a little glitch. Report the bug. Quick chat.
No, you have a question about when the video from yesterday might show up?
I will answer that in two minutes. Just I'm going to finish that bug and I'm going to answer that. Quick chat. Everything was on and with history button. See the story. Attach. Browse the file. Desktop. Upload. There we go. Submit. So this is how you submit a bug. All right, I'm going to refresh my screen, see if it's going to give me everything back properly. There we go. I refresh and everything is back. Okay. So for the answer for the question, the video is going to be inside my YouTube channel, which you can find up here. I can give you the link too, but under the link here, you'll find the channel is there, but for you guys, I will put it in the chat too. I'm in the process to put all the video from 2 years of teaching all in here. So even the Canva is there. The one with Bill yesterday is going to be here too. I just need to get a bit of editing before I can upload them, but they will be here faster than they're going to be in Discord. And then under Discord, this is our Discord, you go under the course video, and then they're going to show up. It can take sometime up to 2 weeks, depending on how busy they are to upload the video. All right, so we put this into the folder. So the new Whisper, this is the one I was asking the question. It was under the paid version. This one was, which one did we have here? That was also on the free version. So, okay, so here the new folder to know what I'm doing. I'm going to put down, this is the free versions. So this way I know what it is. And I'm going to put this one in too. So we have our 2 free version, and this one was the paid version. And let's go back and ask that question again, see what it's going to give us. And the question was about who is the story about? Who is the story about? Let's go back inside. Do I go too fast? Everybody's still following? Okay. So Command K. Okay. Quick chat. We're still on the pay version. Let's ask who the story is about, and I want to know if he's going to go get the stuff in this here, or if it's going to stay in this. So I'm doing a test here to clear up that, see if it's going to use. Now it's using everything no matter what. The story centers around Robert Greene, an elderly man who returned to Arbiter's Wood, a forest he knew intimately as a boy. As he navigated the familiar yet changed landscape, Robert reflects on his past, his choice, and his life he has lived. Okay. Copy, because if we don't, we're going to lose it. From here, we can ask more questions too. So let's see what else we can ask about that story. Let's go back into our question. So what the character wants in that story. Let's ask that too. You see, you can go very deep and get your story and know your character, the location. And as you learn everything, then you can actually really get into the story and build it up. So Robert seems to be seeking closure and peace as he revisits the Arbiter's Wood. He wants to reconnect with his past, understand the choice he's made, and come to terms with his present loneliness and passage of time. His pilgrimage to the arbiter trees suggests he's looked for some form of wisdom or solace that the forest haunts provide him. Okay. So it's basically looking for answer on things. What else we can ask? What is standing on their way? I like that too. Is there any challenge going on? Where's the story happening? We already know that. Why is happening now? That's a good question too. So what is standing in his way and why is doing that now? So to give us a very good idea of what's going on in that story. So yes, the muse is fantastic, Jade. So let's see what's standing in his way. And what's standing in his way and why now? I'm going to go even farther in that question. And why now? We're still on the pay version. Robert's main obstacle in his own internal conflict is struggling with the dissonance between his youthful ideal and the reality of his life he lived. The immediate challenge is his physical frailty, making it difficult for him to navigate the forest. The reason this is happening now is that he is at the point of his life, where he is retired, alone, and has the time to reflect on his past, something he might have avoided while he was busy at work and his family. I'm going to have to ask this thing to go more twisted and more. To me, it seems boring at this point. All those questions bring me to a very boring story. So we'll copy all the answer to, we're supposed to get all the question to, yeah, I got it. All right, let's copy that. Close this. We put that in the bottom here. So we have the information that ChatGPT gave us. And I'm not too pleased with them. It seems to be a bit boring to me. So here we have our story, and we can ask ChatGPT to keep writing that story. So Ctrl-K, we're going to quick edit, and we're going to tell ChatGPT or chat here, the quick edit, to continue the story and give us a twist in the story. So please continue writing and bring the story to a major twist And now let's go with the twist hanger, and then we get to ask for a cliffhanger when it's more written. So please continue writing and bring the story to a major twist. And we're still with credit, so let's go with that. So the forest is alive this time of the year, she said. Okay, so he's talking to someone. So let's see what you can see. The woman smiled and Robert felt a strange warmth in his chest. The forest is still alive at this time of the year, she said. True, it doesn't often get visitors. She took a step closer, then another, a movement unhurried, almost sylvan. It's a special place for the arbiter's wood. Robert nodded, unsure what to say. The woman could not have been more than 25, but there was something ageless in her eyes, a depth that unsettled him. I used to come here often when I was a boy, he said, though I'd take one last look. One last look? Her head tilted to the side, inquisitive like a bird. He shrugged. Who knows? I'll get another chance. Who knows if I'll get another chance? These old bones aren't getting any younger. She regarded him for a long moment, and Robert had a disconcerting feeling that she could see straight through him, as if he was made of glass. I'm sure the tree remembers you, she said at last. It remembers everyone who seeks its counsel. Robert chuckled, though. It came out more as a croak. Is that what people do nowadays? Seek the tree's counsels? Some do. Most just take pictures. Which are you? He asked, indicating her basket. A seeker or a shutterbug? The woman laughed, a light tinkling sounds that remind Roberts of the wind chime. Remind Roberts of the wind chime. I'm a caretaker, she said. The tree gives a great deal, and sometimes it needs some things in return. Robert's eyes went to the tree's massive trunk, then back to the woman. Like what? She held up the basket, and Robert saw that it was filled with acorn, each one the size of an apple. Like these, the arbiter has more than it knows what to do with. Arbiter? Arbiter, Robert said, tasting the word. My mother called it that. I always wonder what it was supposed to be arbitrate. The woman's smile faded, and her expression grew serious. Balance, she said. The balance of life. The choice, the balance of hearts. Robert felt a chill, though. The air was still and warm. All right. So we have quite a bit of story. So we have 1,817 words. So with this, we can, and again, he hasn't finished the writing at the end here, so we can say again, keep writing the story, and we can add, as we read that, we can add to change things. You can change things anywhere in here too, when you don't like a name or a place or what's going on, the way it's said, you can ask to redo the dialogue, everything. So this is part of what I like to show you about how to make a story with this. So I will accept. All right, and I will put everything into our document, and I'm going to check also how much credit we have used here. So for the continue unknown, 3,386 credit. So it's fairly, it's not bad for the amount of words we got. Depending on the people, you may find that very expensive. We could also use the free version. We may not get as good as this, who knows, but you play with it and you try it. So let's put that in here. So we have, is it the same part of the start of the story? The forest, the arbiter woods, the forest, remember. All right, so let's get this whole thing inside here, and then you can read it. You can use it on your own time. You're welcome to all of it. And we have our question two at the bottom. All right. Okay, let's go to the next part of this here. What else we can do with the quick chat and all that? So you can write a lot of things, not just story. You can do a fast fiction. You can write 100-word story about friendship. You can write backstory about the hero who lost everything. You can write a conversation between two rivals, and that's a good one to try. Let's have fun with this one. And after that, we're going to go to the nonfiction, blog, script plays. You can ask to do personal stuff. So if any of those in this you want me to try first, let me know in the chat. So let's try this one here. Let's try a brand new document. And I'm going to also put a new folder to put down the one with use the paid version. Paid version. All right, so the return of this. Oh, put it in the wrong part. This one is empty. Come on. Oh. X. And that goes here. Paid version. All right, close that, close that. Now we have this one. We're going to say delete that. I have to go get that question back here. So what was the question again? This one. Copy. Go back in and let's ask that question. So Command K. Let's go to the quick chat. I'm going to go to the free version and get that question going. So can you write a conversation between two rivals in a fantasy world? And as you can see, he's going to get everything he knows from these two. And he is going to town. So we have a whole conversation between two rivals. So in the heart of the Crimson Valley, where Dragonkin once made their home, two figures stood facing each other on a rocky outcrop. The first, a tall woman with silver hair and piercing blue eyes, wore the elegant yet practical robes of a high sorceress. The second, a muscular man with a scar running down his left cheek, was clad in the rugged leather of a seasoned warrior. A massive broadsword rested casually on his shoulder. Kara, the warrior growled, his voice like grinding stone. I should have known you'd be here. Drake, the sorceress replied coolly, surprised to see you're still alive. I thought the augurs of Blood Claw Pass would have finished you off by now. Drake chuckled, a deep and menacing sound. I'll take more than a band of augurs to stop me. So you can see we have it's a very interesting dialogue that we have here. So let's copy this. I like the thing. I like it. That's it. And let's pass it through. He's going to give us a title. Should. Or we may have to come back later. So from this, we can go back again and ask question, where's the story is about, who's the character, and one thing that I really like to do, you can ask for an outline. So let's jump right in for the outline to see what we can get. So story development, writing the structure. Where's my outline? Song, poem, outline. Can you create an outline for a book, managing stress? So can you create an outline for this story, for this story? So let's take this part here. Let's put it here. Let's bring our chat the chat again, okay. Quick chat. I want an outline for this story. Can you create an outline for this story? And go to 10, quick chat. During that going, I'm going to see what we have here. Do we have question? The class from yesterday with Mr. Bill is going to be in my YouTube channel. And yes, I don't know if he's going to have it. He even asked me for a copy. So if he asks me for a copy, I will let him have it too. All right, let's see what we got here. We have a pretty good outline. So the title of this story, The Dragon Heart Crystal, the intro, the setting, Crimson Valley, a rugged landscape with historical of dragonkin. The character introduced Kara, a tall woman with silver hair and piercing blue eyes, dressed as a high princess. Drake. So we have a very interesting short, and it's not finished. So we have to ask, continue. Writing the outline. So the conclusion, the fate of the dragon crystal, the fate. So yeah, he starts at the conclusion and is finishing the outline. Any question on that? This part is free. I use the free version. I didn't ask for the paid version. So again, I have to move my screen to get to this. You go into your recent activity, and everything I asked in this story was free. So that's why I say I don't use the high quality often. You definitely go deeper in the story. I like the story that he brought us in the paid version, but you can get as much information and unblock on anything with the free version too. All right, so let's get this copied. Come on. I wish they have that copy button inside this too. It's very, very hard to get everything highlighted. I think it goes slow. There you go. Copy. I'm going to go in the document and we put it in the bottom. The outline. And it gives me everything in dark. So can you believe as teacher, we have a lot that we have to learn. And one of those is that clear the formatting. There we go. So now I have everything down. Once we are here, we can also clear up these. We have all the stars we don't need. Find a document, replace all. That's much cleaner. There we go. Now you have your outline here. So we have the intro. We have an introduction of the character. There's a confrontation. We have a scene. And you can tell from this here, you bring that inside Sudowrite, which we're going to do. And we can get this outline really, really well developed. So let's copy that back in. Or I can probably do a brand new blank document. I'm going to pass the outline right here. So we have our outline. They gave us a different name for this one. So let's get this off. We just want the outline there. We already have a title here. This one here then gave us a title, so we're just going to pass the title right here. So these two things are together. So this one here, I will put it down in a folder too, so I can navigate. And this is a story. I was going in French. So this is the story, and this is the outline which goes with it. Question? No question? All right. From here, we can still use our chat and ask for more information. We can also use the laser tool, but today's class is not on the laser tools. So the setting, I want more information on that setting in that. So I highlight that, and I'm going to ask question about this. And very simple questions. I use the quick chat. Tell me more about the valley. Sure thing, the Crimson Valley is a rugged and majestic landscape with rich history tied to the dragonkin. Once a thriving habitat for these powerful creatures, the valley is now marked by the remnant of their civilization. Imagine craggy peak and deep. I like that. All right, I like the information we have here, so I will copy this. I like it. Thank you. Close. I will go under here and I'm going to add it up. And I'm going to do one of my favorite toy here. If you allow me, I will do a visualize on this one because I want to know what this look like. So I'm going to use visualize, which is just beside the quick edit. So we've been through, we produce new story. We ask for better or description of character. We ask for an outline. What else can we ask? We ask also for an image. Show me this image here. That's an interesting image. Oh, there's a little, look like a castle in the middle there. Can you see that, guys? Yeah.
Yeah, very pretty.
It's pretty. Cool. I really like the visualize. It's not often that I get deceived by it. All right. Okay, so we got that. And you can keep on going. You can ask about the character. You can get description of the character. And you can get your outline really fully described. And then when you're happy with that, you can write from here, or you can bring everything in the story Bible. So it's really something to make you start writing with. So I'm going to go to a new document. We're going to get out of story, and I'm going to show you about other stuff that you can do with quick chat. Any question on how to start a story, develop a story in an outline with quick chat or quick edit? You guys still following me?
Yeah.
All right.
I guess I think you've shown it pretty good. I mean, in my opinion.
Good. All right. So let's go start a brand new one. And we're going to ask different kind of question to our quick chat. Going back into this here, and let's see what else I can show you. Short story we did, the nonfiction. Yes, you can write very interesting information like essay, report, research. So one of those, a nonfiction, can you write an essay on important mental health in school? So I copied this, going inside here, going to ask brand new question. So Command K, quick chat. We're going to use both again. So this is the free version. Then we're going to use the paid version. There you go. So The importance of mental health in school. Mental health is a crucial component of overall well-being, and its importance in educational setting cannot be overstated. Schools are not just places where children and adolescents learn academic skills. They are also environments where young people develop social and emotionally, ensuring that students have essential access to mental health resource and support can make a significant difference in their lives, both in the short terms and the long term. So we have a pretty good start of article right here or an essay. So let's say, wait a sec, I'm going to tell it to keep writing right in this, keep writing, continue writing. Let's see how much it can go with this. So stigma reduction, early intervention. So you keep on writing and writing until it seems to be at the end of this little essay. Not bad, not bad at all. I really, let's get this copied. Copy, close, pass. All right, so we have 1,595 words essay right here. Something happened. Did it go into thing? Sometimes you give me things in double. I don't know why it's doing that. So importance of health in school. No, okay, it goes there. No, see, you give it to me in twice. That's what he did, right? Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. All right, so we don't have 1,000, we have 815 words. All right, so set a copy, bring that into the document. I'm doing that today because yesterday during the class, I had so many information to give, but there was a bit of glitch in Sudowrite and everything was coming back to the same question. So I lost a lot of the information I was teaching yesterday somehow. So that's why I'm doing it as I go here, because if not, I'm afraid that we're going to lose all that goodies. Okay, so what do you think about this little essay?
Looks good to me. And this is the free, you said?
This is a free version, it doesn't cost a penny.
Wow.
So let's see what it's going to do with the paid version with the same question. A new blank. And why is our question again? The question isn't stay with us, is it? Article. Where is it? Ah, there. Or should I change one? Let's go with the article here in the paid version, or should I go with the same one? That was my question. Ah, yeah, there it is. Let's get that question here and put it in the paid version and see what it's going to give us to compare Apple with Apple. K, command K, wait chat, paid version. Let's slide that question in and go. So this one is giving us item by item. And with that, you can totally go to town and expand and ask an outline. So in every sense here, the conversation surrounding mental health has gained a significant traction. As a society, we are beginning to understand that mental health is just as crucial as physical health. One of the most important places to foster is understanding is in our schools. The importance of mental health in education setting cannot be overstated, as it plays a critical role in the academic success, social development, and overall well-being of students. To me, it's deeper and more academic in the paid version. Do you get the same sense?
Yeah.
What's going on here? It's eating the bill. Recent activity. Well, that's a glitch. Great. What is that? Oh, I guess they paid me my credit. Okay. But that doesn't help me with what I'm just done. Sorry about that. Let's copy this. I wonder if we tell it to continue writing, if it's going to give us more though. Let's go, let's do that. Continue writing.
Minnow,
Yeah.
he or she has a question. If you can ask for references with the writing.
Can you ask for reference with, yes, we can. We'll do that. In conclusion, the importance of mental health. So I'm going to finish this. Going to be very nice with. And we're going to ask that question. There you go. So you finish that article in the paid version. So let's copy all of it. We have 1,900. You give everything in double again? Yeah, you did. Why is doing that? Oh, that's nice that you asked the question if you can give your reference, Leviticus.
Yeah, the YH asked if it would give references like where it's getting information, I guess, or like sources to provide for the context, I guess, of what's being written.
Yeah, so we're going to ask that question here.
And the other question was when it does do the double, like you mentioned, if it does do the double with the paid, does it charge you twice?
No, it's only when I pass the information through. I don't know why he's copying it twice. I will ask them after the class why he gets everything in double. Can you reference with the, can you give me the reference?
You could also use the word sources, like
Yeah.
where it's getting the information.
Can you give me the reference and the source or resource?
Probably the source because it's the original, like where it came from, you know.
All right, and we're still in the paid version. The academic journal. Look for study in educational psychology. So what you have to do now is take that information, put it in Google's and verify if it's real. Most of the time, everything is very, very, very real. It's not often it's going to give you lies or imagine things. Close that. Again in double. And what do we have for the paid version? Let's take that news. Is it going to give me again? So we spend for the last question 3,600 because we asked the chat to go up to town and do some research. The rewrite or to continue writing 1,053 and the original one 2,000 credit. Then we had the free version that we could ask the same question. Let's go get that same question. And ask in the free version what that looked like. Comment OK. Quick chat. Put it on the free version. Ask the question.